Press it right now.
Okay, guess what?
Press
We're recording now.
Press it!
It's pressed!
Press it harder!
I promise this is going and there's no stopping it now. We're good. Oh my god. I can't believe we fucking did that again.
Oh my god. Take 2. Let's try this again.
Okay, because fuck my life. Okay, so if you haven't put 2 and 2 together yet, we just recorded this segment and then realized we didn't actually record this segment because that's what we're good at doing.
For the 85th time.
Exactly. If there's one thing we're great at with recording this podcast, it is not actually recording this podcast. So, what we're bringing you today is a new release that we're going to do in between our podcast release. So a little bit to wet your whistle and whet your appetite, because we just know you can't go that long without us.
Wet your something.
Right? We're going to make sure something's wet. That's our goal.
I'm really just in that frame of mind after what's happened today.
I know. Good God. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, just a little juicy tidbit in case anybody wants to know. Then we'll discuss this at length in an upcoming segment, but I didn't get any work done at all today because I posted I don't even know what to call it. I called someone out sexually in a group on Facebook, in a group that has 107,000 members. And I told a story that I thought it was a safe place to tell the story.
It was pretty private.
And 900 comments later, I realized the person I was talking about is in this group. And now my phone has been blowing up all fucking day. So I've just had sex on the brain all day. So, like,
you can't make this shit up.
Anything you say, it's going to be I'm going to twist it some way and make it a sex joke. It's going to happen.
I dig it. Well, you probably have enough ammo with what is about to happen. So this is our second episode of Today in Dramatic Teenage Girl History. These are journal readings that are 100% true. If you don't believe me, let me know and I'll post a picture of them to our social media and my website. I might just do that anyway. This is from today's date, which is 2/12/2020. This is from 2003. So again, 17 years ago at 6:38 p.m. Hey, sup? I'm listening to Hole. For those of you that don't know, Hole is a 90s band fronted by Courtney Love. Yeah, I know. I said Hole.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Listening to Hole and writing. I got a 100 on my English project. Now I got to do a project in wellness on relationships. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I am shit at looking at calendars because it's not. It's in 2 days. I've got to play at a pep rally and twirl at Blackman that night. The fact that Bon Jovi is playing that night don't help. Apparently Bon Jovi must have been doing some sort of special on MTV or VH1 because God knows my ass at whatever age is not affording tickets to see Bon Jovi. Oh, speaking of age, I'll be 16 2 months from today. Well, gonna call Chris. Bye-bye. See ya. Okay. Go now.
Wait, Chris.
With a CH.
You never had a Chris.
No, I didn't have a Chris.
Yeah, who the hell is this?
I mean, I can only think of maybe 3 Chris's in the whole school.
Okay.
And one of them was definitely
Wait a second.
But never had.
Where's my yearbook?
Right. We've got some investigative journaling to do.
Dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh
no.
I know. I know who you're talking about.
No, I'm pretty sure that I do, and it's okay. This is gonna sound wrong to you and your perverse brain, but Hole is what put it together. And I'm not talking about like his asshole or his peen hole or whatever. The band.
Your hole.
Because this was the guy that gave me that Hole CD, so that's why I was listening to it.
It was a subliminal message. He wanted to be in your hole.
It had to be it, because I was not picking up the messages that he was laying down. Like, I was just excited that I had somebody who listened to my music instead of CJ with her penchant for Mariah Carey.
Look, get off me. It was just a thing I had to go through.
It's a phase, Mom.
Yeah, it's just a phase.
And yeah, so I was just excited to have someone to listen to my music. And he, on the other hand, was like, hey, this is a female that's talking to me. Therefore, it's meant to be. We're going to be in a relationship. And I didn't realize that until I had to break up with him on Valentine's Day, when he brought me another CD. This was the soundtrack to the movie End of Days. And he also included a bracelet with it. And I'm like, ooh, I get what's happening here, and it needs to not happen.
That was the end of his days.
For sure. Put an end to that right now. But yeah, to give you a hint, he has a relative on the staff of the school. I can't remember if it's like lunch or janitorial or bus driver.
Wait. Oh! This
Are you sure that you're not having sex now?
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay. Yes.
Does sweatpants make sense to you?
That part does not. No. Wait a second. No. Damn it. I'm just drunk. Just listen to any fucking thing I say. I don't know. No, I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about with this staff person, lunch lady, bus driver, janitor person.
Well, he wore nothing but sweatpants from like 4th grade till at least 8th. And
yeah, I remember that. I don't know.
Well, once we wrap this up, I will give you some details that will not incriminate us and get us sued.
Yeah. I gotta have the deets.
Yes. So that is your dramatic journal reading for this week. Did you learn anything? Are we still going to do a what did you learn on this?
I was not prepared for this.
Well, I learned that CJ is overwhelmed with sex stories, and you guys will hear about that in the short term.
I cannot even wait to share all of these stories.
It's probably just going to be an entire episode of us reading comments.
It's gonna have to be like 6 episodes, like 900 comments. Imagine getting 900 notifications on your phone in, like, I posted this 9.5 hours ago. I've gotten 900 comments, 900 notifications.
No, fuck that. I would be silencing that shit so quick.
No, dude, I spent luckily it was actually a slow day at work, so I was like reading these comments and I'm like, I am literally deceased.
Well, I did see the comment from your husband that said something along the lines of like, get back to work and stop talking about people that have fucked you better than I have.
And then like 25 people commented like pictures of people eating popcorn because they thought they were going to like witness a divorce live on Facebook. And I'm like, y'all don't even know our relationship. Like, that's a thing that he does. Like he'll make
so self-deprecating.
Yeah, like he'll make comments about like, oh, I have a tiny dick, or
yes, anybody who's never met him before would think that he had a micro penis because it's all he talks about is this tiny dick. Y'all, I have seen this boy's dick.
Like that's the thing. Like it's the guys that talk about how big their dick is. Those are the guys that have tiny dicks. So it's like a reverse psychology thing. Like, so he doesn't want to be one of those guys that's like, you want to see my dick? It's massive. It's the size of my forearm. Like,
I see what it is. So he undersells it so that when it happens, it'll be like, oh, it's actually better than I thought.
Yeah.
It's fucking smart.
Exactly. But yeah, but like all these people were like, oh shit, because they thought that like I'm spilling all this tea and, talking all this mad shit about this dude that I used to date. And then my husband chimes in. They didn't realize he was in the group and they thought like they had just like they're watching him
Witness
catch me in
something.
the act of something that I shouldn't have been doing, and they don't realize that he was literally in on it from the beginning. Like, I called him this morning and I was like, I'm gonna post this. Watch me blow this fucking thread up. 107,000 people in this group, and every damn one of them is gonna comment on this. Watch me. And
Right.
so I did it.
I love it. Well, you guys will get to reap the fruit of the, that effort. Whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that's what's going to happen the next time you hear our wonderful voices. Until then, always say yes to anything, because you never know, it could end up in your journal and you'll read about it 17 years later.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. Good night. Or good day or whatever.
Good afternoon.
Right? Peace.
Peace.